The girth of his what?
You're like a father to me.
Hey! And go.
What's up, everyone? Adam from FWCI. This is the Rehearsal Series 2, Episode 2, Star Potential. Whew. I don't know who that's talking about, but if you want a full-length version of this reaction, first of all, patreon.com/FWCI. Current theories going. Here's where I'm at with it. First of all, the first episode was very engaging. I haven't been able to stop thinking about it since it aired, and I've just got so many thoughts about this. First of all, the girlfriend. I think, and I don't know how deep this is going to go, but I think that she is a rehearsal for Moody. Whether that means that this is Moody's actual long-distance girlfriend, or is Nathan catfishing him with an actor to simulate, to, what do they call it? There's simulation and there's simulacra. Is he simulacraing Moody? And then we've got the guy from the air safety board or whatever it was, or previously of, who seems to be a pivotal part of this series as well. And I like that there's this narrative going through it of like, this is supposed to be a comedy series, and then they just go into all this like really intense information. But I'm entertained by it, I'm fascinated by it. Let's jump into it. This is The Rehearsal, Series 2, Episode 2, Star Potential.
Sitting here at this desk, singers are going to come into this room one at a time. And this is sort of where they need to stand.
Okay.
Be giving these out to anyone, you know. The standard should be star potential.
Okay.
That's
Are these real pilots?
hard news. You're saying no to someone. You need to, you know, assert yourself in that way. Are you okay with like delivering bad news or?
Oh God, what singers are we gonna get in here?
Where junior producers like myself were tasked with thinning the herd.
Wow, okay, interesting.
Some took the news okay, but many did not.
Fucking hell.
I had to hold my ground. It was a brutal experience for me.
Yeah, I imagine it probably would be.
And you know that whatever you say is going to devastate the person across from you. It makes you not want to say anything at all. I was becoming convinced that this was the reason some co-pilots have trouble saying no to their captain.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure there's a thread of it in there. Wings of voice. Nathan, are you fucking with the public again?
I recruited a sampling of first officers from all the major U.S. airlines to participate in a massive experimental
Moody, I see you.
with an aviation-themed singing competition where any and all aspiring singers from across the country
An aviation-themed singing competition.
Singing competition as part of another TV show that has nothing to do with singing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So,
That's honest.
song of our choice on national television with a full backing band
Oh, sick.
in a partial recreation of the Houston airport.
Fucking weird. I will say though, that was Nathan being incredibly upfront and forthcoming about what to expect. And I think they left that in on purpose to illustrate that he is making a sincere effort to not deceive people.
The home of the brave.
Illy, that was great. Unfortunately, you're not moving on.
I thought she was alright.
I had really done it. I had brought Canadian Idol back to life.
Really?
All right,
Yeah,
the best.
you do have to do the hard work of saying no.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, that lady doesn't want to say no. She seems really nice.
People are very good at hiding their true emotions. That's why I didn't want to evaluate anything,
I can't read that guy's face at all.
rate their co-pilot's likability on a scale from 1 to 10.
My God.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Have a good one.
You too.
Yeah, she gave it a 1 for sure.
After a day of heartbreak and tears, me and my Canadian Idol colleagues would go to a local bar to unwind.
And what local bar is
I
this?
found that
Nathan?
talking to people who were going through the same
The alligator lounge, is it? Is Core going to be here doing trivia?
And it was important enough that I had the bar I owned transported once again across state lines
Lizard
and
Lounge,
added
that's
to my
right.
Los Angeles set of the Houston airport. When I started going through the singers' ratings, I was surprised by how likable they found these co-pilots. One co-pilot,
It's because they have status, like they're pilots.
but people for some reason were leaving happy.
Interesting.
How sweet.
It was
Cool to be back in the scene again.
I'll pass.
Because there's a lot of, people coming in.
Fuck, Nathan. That's rude.
Yeah.
Put forth my best performance. So
Okay, you did good.
Okay.
Thanks.
thank you.
Wow, she took that very fucking well. Didn't seem prepared and was very plain and monotone when talking. That's Nathan. You described him perfectly.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what it is, but yeah, okay. Well, keep going. Yeah.
Okay.
This lady seems so nice. Nathan, leave her alone.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, I'm well, and yourself?
Fantastic.
Okay, interesting.
But your sound is fantastic.
so for the next
Okay, so she's very enthusiastically complimentary towards these people. And that's obviously what's getting. But is it just that? Is it just the window dressing of like politeness and using positive language? Is it that simple?
Singers that came in.
4 more episodes after this.
I'm Austin.
Fantastic.
Hi.
Nathan, that's not how you use it. See, I think that sounds pretty okay.
But yeah, great stuff.
Okay.
Good stuff.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Austin, hold on, mate. Okay, you're a bit more likable.
What's your name?
My name is Danny.
Danny. That's beautiful.
Why not?
Thanks for coming back.
Yeah, of course.
I was just curious.
You're gonna grill him about the score.
She gets pretty high ratings. So, like, what's the difference?
I think that she just kind of came off a little bit more,
Warm, human-like.
I don't know what word to use.
It's human-like is what you're looking for.
How do you change that?
I don't know if you can really control, like, what your natural energy is,
Interesting take on it, yeah?
All right. Well, thank you for.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for that.
even though it was
I think people can, over time, mold their personality in different ways if they choose to. But that's feels like a very poignant thing that Austin has said. Put a shirt on though, mate. Jesus Christ.
Even though it was hard to hear, I disagreed with this man. I
Okay.
believe that any human quality can be learned.
Yeah, I agree.
Appropriate jokes and whatnot. Does your boyfriend satisfy you? Kind of weird question.
This is the
Gross.
captain.
This is the captain.
Oh, God.
At this point in my career, I'm very skilled at that. It was a little more rough then, but
That sounds horrible. The chemistry is off the charts.
I got hired in 2013 and I've been there for about 11 years.
Jeff, why is your shirt so goddamn tight?
So when I invited Jeff to sit down for a chat,
What are you wearing, Jeff?
Walk on eggshells or whatever, if you will, because
Why?
because something you may think is a joke.
Why? Because your instinct is to be a fucking sexually harassing fuckwit?
I've been banned from pretty much every dating app known to man.
Banned
They
from
kick you off. You don't have to
sites.
do anything illegal. It could just be like you offended someone based on something you said.
Sure.
I don't remember saying anything too offensive. I just don't know, right?
What the fuck, bro?
Reason of
So
why
you have no clue why you
No.
got banned.
I got kicked off of Instagram too. 3 months.
Why are you getting kicked off of everything?
They don't believe in second chances either. I tried to sign up with my mom's phone number and stuff.
Oh my god, bro! Oh my god, I'm keen for this.
So yeah, you guys can just.
Mara D, show this prick what the fuck's going on. Mara D? I don't know what her name is.
You single?
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I couldn't tell if she was enjoying this conversation or not.
You can't? I can tell she fucking hates it.
I have a completely full life.
You're not dating or anything. You're celibate.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fucking, obviously he's trying to fuck her.
I should hook you up with my dad. He's been celibate for like...
Oh my god.
I tried to sign my dad up on eHarm.
Oh my god.
Felt eerily similar to a situation in my own life. I'd gotten in the habit of giving away jackets, sweatshirts, and socks. This brand had a special meaning to me.
Yeah, I bet it does. I can't believe it's still going.
Summit Ice, that has gone on to raise millions of dollars for Holocaust awareness.
It's true.
And served as my only proof to these pilots that a comedy show can actually make a difference.
Yeah. Oh, no. What is going on?
Okay, so I want you to type the same words I did. Okay.
I think I've seen this guy be a Nathan clone before.
Featuring the Summit Ice story, mysteriously went missing from the Paramount Plus streaming service.
Oh, I don't remember what, but I had issues with the... I think that was for episode... Nah, that was season 4 though. The episode numbers were all screwed out. I managed to find that episode without any problems though when I reacted to it, so I guess it was only down for a while.
The thing that made this tricky was, Paramount is currently airing a different series of mine. A scripted drama that hadn't yet been renewed.
I don't think it's going to be renewed. I mean, I saw the final episode. I don't know how much renewal there can be for that. Oh my god. That has to be an inside joke for people that have seen The Curse, surely.
Could have career repercussions, just like it did for co-pilots.
Okay.
Using phrases like forever grateful and happy holidays.
Wow. Okay, there was a lot of like sweetness and sentiment in the request.
And gave me a one-word explanation as to why. Sensitivities.
Right, okay.
I used 3 friendly exclamation points in just 2 sentences.
Thank you so much.
What was I so worried about?
See, what I think this is, and I kind of feel a little bit the same as Nathan. I speak very directly, and when you're speaking over like text or email or some kind of written sort of communication, you feel when you use your inner monologue and your inner vocabulary that you're just sounding incredibly cold and clinical and like heartless and loveless kind of thing. So you overcompensate for that by, you know, things like exclamation points and things of that nature. So I really, really feel what he's saying with this.
Just 2 sentences.
Am I going to learn something in this?
But I'll never forget exactly where I was when I finally learned the truth. What I discovered was so shocking, a tornado of emotions began spinning inside my body.
I'm guessing that's Nathan's actual parents in that picture.
Anything that touches on anti-Semitism in the aftermath of the Israel-Hamas attack.
Right, I see.
Of other European Paramount branches.
Nathan, I see what you're doing.
The ideology of Paramount Plus Germany had spread to the entire globe.
Nathan, holy fucking shit. Hey, so is this turning into a bit of a hit on Paramount Plus? Because I don't think Nathan For You or any of that stuff is on Paramount Plus anymore. Oh, Nathan For You might be, but let's have a look. Alright, so the show is on there, and what was it, season 3, episode 2? Oh, it's gone, it's not there. Wow.
Paramount app. There are 50 results for Nazi, 10 for Hitler, and 0 for Judaism.
Is that spelt correctly? Fuck, this took a turn.
But what could I say that wouldn't annoy them? That's what I was worried about.
Christ, Nathan.
If the right girl came along, I would definitely wife her up.
Yeah.
If she was okay with non-monogamy.
Oh god, Jeff is still going on about it.
Lots of beautiful Latino women there.
Right on.
Right. I need to brush up on mine.
Mara D, do not engage.
One day, yeah.
You need to keep him alive?
I'll try. Well, I'm gonna hire a nanny.
Oh Christ, he can't be a real person, surely.
I didn't know what the Paramount Plus Germany offices looked like, so I sort of had to take a guess.
I don't think this is what it looks like.
I tried to make the environment feel hostile to me.
God. This is fucking crazy.
It's a pleasure.
Hi, nice to meet you.
So, what brings you?
What is going on, Nathan?
Hospitality is what separates us from the animals.
This is fucking brutal.
No tolerance for any images that may evoke hate or incite violence towards any group of people.
Oh my god. So, I know in Germany there are very, very strict rules around displaying anything that's got anything to do with, like, Nazis or whatever. So, Nathan, for you, is certainly not, like, an innocent victim in this. That show is incredibly provocative, and it might tip over what's constituted under these laws, like, in there. But the fact that it was then worldwide is kind of confusing. But yeah, now that I think about it, the episode was pretty fucking intense, but he's making a good point as well. Like, it was also talking about battling anti-Semitism as well, which is now erased.
I think you have to know your place, and you have to let us Jews express ourselves, because honestly, the way you're approaching this whole thing,
Christ, this is uncomfortable. He looks tiny in that chair.
Hospitality is what separates us from the animals. Don't you agree?
Yeah, he's a bit of a caricature, isn't he?
So I encouraged them to speak more freely, whatever came to their mind.
That's the reason I'm here, is to understand your perspective.
Yeah. I have a hard time believing that.
Why? I'm here, I'm asking you questions.
You designed this office to look like a war room. Dressed me to look like a Nazi.
Whoa!
Pretending to want feedback, but you don't actually want to get the Paramount Plus perspective or the German perspective.
Where is this coming from?
Using his television show to smear us, instead of trying to understand us.
What? This show is absolutely batshit. Oh god. Oh no! Nathan! Oh my god!
I felt that Sincerity is overrated.
Oh my god. Fucking hell. Paramount Plus are coming out of this looking like assholes. And you saw it, I just checked. It's still not there.
7.25. 9.07.
Well done, Mara D. You deserve a fucking raise. I'm just gonna say it. Nathan?
What do you want to do with your life, Sophia?
What I want to do?
Yeah.
Where are you going with this?
Like, I'm a songwriter and I love singing.
Oh.
Okay.
Have you got any public domain stuff we can use?
There are millions of people in this country that are your age that want to be singers. Okay? And I'm sure a lot of them saw the same ad that you did.
And they didn't come out, yeah.
The number one thing that shows me that someone's going to succeed is if they're willing to take that risk, to put themselves out.
Are you quoting Canadian Idol right now, Nathan?
You have lots of life ahead of you, okay?
Okay.
So just remember that. Keep going. Don't give up, okay?
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, good luck out there.
Thank you.
Alright, Nathan, that felt pretty sincere. Not all the way, though. Oh, are you gonna get a 9? What do we get? Ooh! Progress. And you did devastate her. She did look crushed. Come on. See, that feels a little bit too cinematic and perfect to be legit. Just that tiny little bit. Like the 6 turns around to a 9, which one is it? Like, that just feels like too much of a well-scripted cliffhanger. It's a great cliffhanger, but it does, and maybe this is why, it does kind of question the legitimacy of certain things that we're seeing in this show. Not everything, but certain things. And that's kind of what you get with a Nathan Fielder production. Anyway, let's talk about this episode, because, wow, Mara D, that was fucking disgusting. Seeing that Jeff guy just doing that, he can't be a real guy. Like, that's the thing with this show, because it's the rehearsal, there are times where you don't know that the person you're looking at is an actor, and that's a good sort of technique to use to keep the audience like on their toes and interested in what's going on. But he's way too much. He's way too much. He's just going on and on about all the dating apps that he's been banned from. Why are you even discussing that? Why are you proud of it? Why are you questioning it? Just an absolute piece of shit. He really was. Hopefully he's an actor for his sake. But we're kind of working from the ground up. We're talking about basic, you know, objection handling, or, you know, having difficult conversations and getting some data on that, getting some pilots involved and things like that. I thought we'd get more Moody in this one, but I reckon they're trying to just let Moody, they're trying to let us forget about Moody while they prepare something insane for him to come back and happen. I think Moody's girlfriend is going to be, like I said at the start, a actor, and it's going to be a part of his rehearsal. But how are they going to test this? Like, every experiment needs like a test to see if it is a success or not. So I'm not entirely sure where the actual series is going to be headed in terms of what is all this building up to. Is it going to be him like announcing something to Congress? I did watch the trailer for it, but it was weeks ago and I really have forgotten most of the stuff that was in it, so maybe some of this stuff has already been put up in the trailer. But does he go to Congress at some point? Maybe I'm remembering that. Is that going to be like the big blow off, or is it going to be like a big test, or it's not going to be a real life, it's not going to be a real life thing. It's not going to be a real life plane crash. Nathan, for the love of God, do not crash a fucking plane in this series. But this was incredibly fascinating. I love this show. I'm so glad that it's back, and it is worth the wait because a lot of time and effort has gone into this. Core Skeet might be somebody that these people can talk to, because he had to overcome a lot of personal shame and, like, you know, intimidation, fear when he needed to confess that his educational situation was a fraud. I would love to see Core Skeet back, but I also realize that this is an incredibly serious topic that they're talking about, so maybe not. I hope you enjoyed this reaction. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, everyone, be well, stay safe, look after your friends, ta-ta, and farewell.